Hey guys, it's Lauren. How are we doing today? Thanks for tuning into my channel. So I thought I would go ahead and post a little video because I have not posted in a very long time. And just kind of give you a little update on what I'm doing and talk a little bit more about my bodybuilding journey because I really haven't talked about this on video at all. And I've had a lot of people ask me to post a video explaining why I got into this, why I'm doing this, why I'm putting myself through this. And like kind of like what inspired me. And I just thought it would be a good time to go ahead and do that now that I'm 4 weeks out and feeling like I have something to talk about. So if you followed my journey, and I don't know who has or who has not, the last time I posted a video was probably about 4 months post-op from my double jaw surgery. This October 23rd will be 2 years since jaw surgery. And basically, recap for those of you who did not know, I was born with a severe bone deformity, and it grew and got worse as I grew myself. And basically, it got to the point where my lower jaw was way too long and my upper jaw didn't grow. Basically, my upper jaw stopped growing when I was 6, and it should have kept growing, and it never did. So it didn't catch up to my lower jaw. And it left me with a horrid underbite. If you want to see more of that and pictures of that, you can look at my other jaw surgery videos or check out my jaw surgery Instagram, which is Lauren's Double Jaw Journey. And I can comment that in the box below so you know where to go for that. But yeah, so after years and years of suffering with this, I had extreme pain. I had lockjaw. I would be talking or brushing my teeth, and my jaw would lock, and I would be stuck with my mouth shut or open, and I would feel like I was gonna have to basically have somebody break my jaw open to open my mouth again. I was unable to chew anything on my back teeth, so if you can imagine, I basically didn't chew. I would take off little pieces and hope that my body could digest the rest. It led to horrible IBS. I had tons of issues. I just chewed gum for the first time since I was a child, like probably 2 weeks ago. I have been scared to chew it because I've never been able to. I've never had any teeth touch except for my front teeth. But now I've got a nice smile. After all of that horrible pain and misery, I have a nice smile, but it was so worth it. Basically what they had to do is break my face into 5 pieces. I had basically everything broken from my eyes down and reconstructed. So, no, like my nose wasn't affected, but because my bone structure changed so much, my nose looks completely different than it used to. And I've actually gotten a lot of hate for that. People assume I went through like a nose job or something, and my nose is still not very perfect. So I don't know why if I did get a nose job, it was a hell of a waste of money. But no, I did not get a nose job. My upper jaw was moved forward about 5 centimeters, which brought my nose forward 5 centimeters. So that's huge, and it changes the whole look of your face. But I have 37 screws and 9 plates in my face. I'm pretty much a bionic human. And I am completely numb in my lower lip and chin. I cannot feel that at all. I never will. I'm used to it. I don't care anymore. A lot of people ask if that bothers me. It really doesn't. The only thing it does bother me with is like kissing. That's very different for me now. And like, this is weird, but I'm a huge animal person, and I miss kissing my animals. I really do. But long story short, I don't care. I feel good. I can eat again. I can function, and the pain was worth it. But part of that was my inspiration. But to track back for bodybuilding, if you followed my journey, I have been through a lot of trauma. As a child, I was sexually abused from the time I was 4 years old until I was 12 by a family member, and it was pretty intense sexual abuse. This left me with severe anxiety disorders, depression, PTSD, panic attacks, you name it, I've dealt with it. It landed me in the hospital for mental health concerns many times in my childhood. I've been through the ringer, to say the least. And that on top of jaw surgery, just really, I've spent a lot of my life struggling and suffering, honestly. And I never have wanted that suffering to turn into something negative. I want to do something with it. I think that you go through everything for a reason, and I'm trying to make a purpose out of that, which is why I'm pursuing a master's in counseling. I want to be a therapist for troubled teenagers. Teenagers have gone through trauma. I also want to help people with any kind of mental health disorders. Honestly, I just want to help people and use my own struggles to relate to people. But basically, prior to my jaw surgery, I was pretty overweight when I was around 18. Not horribly overweight, but I was pretty heavy. And I decided I was just not happy anymore with my body. I wanted to change it. I wanted to look good. I wanted to feel good. But trauma was kind of consuming me at that point in my life, and I really didn't care about my weight until I finally realized it was a problem. And I went on a huge diet and health journey. And I basically shedded off 30 pounds in about 6 months, and I took it slow, and I was just feeling so great. I looked good. I was back to a decent weight, and I was getting muscle, and I was loving it. And so fitness became a thing for me, and I just started eating really healthy, and I was not doing this diet that I was doing then, and because it really was not sustainable. But I got into fitness. I got into everything like that, and I started to really build a physique for myself. I did not really know what I was doing, but that was what I was doing. And then I decided I had to get this jaw surgery. And I knew that was going to really ruin a lot of my progress that I had, but I had to do it. I was not healthy. I needed it. And so I went through the jaw surgery. In a month, I lost 20 pounds. I was on a full liquid diet. So liquid meaning I was not just drinking out of a cup. I was drinking out of a ketchup squeeze bottle about this big. And I was getting about 3 of those down a day. My whole mouth was pretty much swollen shut. I could barely swallow, and food was not something I cared about at that point. I was on about 7 different medications at that time, painkillers, 3 different antibiotics. My whole face was cut up, like it was awful. If you want to see some photos of before and after, or see kind of any of that, check out my Instagram, Lauren's Double Jaw Surgery, or the videos that I have on my page, and you can see the atrocious journey I went through. But I lost weight so fast. My muscles just went away. Everything went away. But I was seeing something change, and I started to kind of become obsessed with the fact that I was getting so skinny. I started at 130 pounds, and I was pretty muscular at that point. Not like I am now, but I was muscular. I was fit. I was not heavy. I was just perfectly fine for my body. It's where my body likes to sit, is around 130 pounds. I'm 5'8", so that's pretty normal. But I quickly dropped to 109 and 108 and 106. And I started to kind of become obsessed with it. And I think I started to develop a bit of an eating disorder. I was not seeing gains in the gym anymore. I was just seeing my size shrink, and I liked it. I liked seeing something happen because I was spending my day in bed. The biggest interaction I had was when my boyfriend would drive me down to the barn so I could pet my horse. And getting out of the car to pet my horse was enough for me to want to sleep the rest of the day. My face was completely cut apart. I was very not okay. This surgery I was in surgery for 9 hours. This is a huge surgery. And so I quickly deteriorated. I obviously still had that foundation under there somewhere. Muscle memory is real. Thank God for it, because I was really depressed, and I was really sad that I had worked for 2 years to get my body where it was, and it was all gone. But like I said, the skinniness was there, so I kind of become obsessed with that, and I wanted to be skinny. And it took my doctor finally telling me that I was becoming so thin that I couldn't heal at that point, that I finally had to make a change. And I started kind of fixing my eating habits, gained a little bit of weight, and finally 9 months after my surgery, I was able to go to the gym for the first time. And I decided I wanted to hit it hard. I wanted to look good. I wanted to feel strong. I had been in bed for 6 months, and I wanted to feel like a badass. I was sick of feeling like a weak little stick in bed. I was sick of it. I was sick of people taking care of me. I wanted to take care of myself. I wanted to feel strong. I wanted to look strong. And I just had this determination that I've never had. I've been knocked down endlessly in my life. I've dealt with so much trauma. I've dealt with so many issues. And every single time I get back up and I feel so much stronger. And I just have this watch me do it personality. I've always, whenever I do something and it's my choice, I put 110 into everything I do. I don't half-ass anything. And I think that's honestly what led me to graduate top of my class. I think that's what's helping me in this fitness journey. I think there's a light in all trauma. And I think my trauma has inspired me to do good things. It's inspired me to get a degree in counseling. It's inspired me to help people. And it's now inspired this bodybuilding journey. And so, long story short, I started to build muscle. I was hitting the gym 6 days a week. I was eating. I thought I was doing it all right, but I wasn't. I was just not seeing the results I wanted for as hard as I was working. And little did I know, I was still not eating enough. And so I started to feel like I should do more than just work out. Like I wanted to do something about it. I wanted to do something big. I've been through so many things and I just wanted to do something big. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to bodybuild. I'm going to become a bodybuilder. I'm going to join a team and I'm going to get on that stage and I'm going to get over my insecurities. I'm going to deal with everything I've been thrown. Stop letting people that have hurt me in my life tell me I'm not good enough. Stop letting surgeries knock me down. And I want to use this strength I have and put it towards something. And that's when I found Team Elite Physique. I found them on Instagram and I just loved Adam's approach. I loved his athletes. I loved how they looked. I loved that he was in Colorado. And then my friend Leah, hey girl, if you're watching this, she's doing Team Elite Physique. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta do this. I have to do this. She's doing this and it looks so fun and I've been wanting to do this. Like, why not? What's holding me back? And so I went for it and I decided to get on the path towards bodybuilding and get on prep. And it was literally like that, a decision like that. And ever since I committed to it, I have committed to it and I have been on it. I don't cheat. I follow my plan. I do exactly what I'm told and I love it. I love the structure and I love the results. And this is the first time in my life that I feel like I'm not depressed. My anxiety is down tremendously. My PTSD episodes are down tremendously. My night terrors, down tremendously. I'm not feeling the need to use any kind of depression medication. I'm off all depression medication for the first time in my life. And that's enough for me to know that I'm doing the right thing. When I feel anxious, when I feel pinned up, when I feel stressed, when I feel the PTSD effects setting in, I go to the gym and I work it out and I feel so much better. The second I step foot in that gym, my entire day changes. I just feel good. It makes me feel so good. Those endorphins, they're real. What can I say? But yeah, I am just on this high right now because I just have never felt so strong, so empowered, so determined in my life. So this is the first time in my life I believe I can do something. I believe in myself. I believe in the process. And I am just so excited to see where this goes and to get on stage in 4 weeks. 4 weeks. And just see what I can do. And I'm ready for it. And at first I thought I was just going to do this for fun one time. But I'm committed to this. I want to go as far as I can go. I want to be a pro. I want to be on the national stage. I want to do anything I can do because I believe if I put my mind to it, I can do anything. And so, yeah, there's my little story. There's my little why bodybuilding. And honestly, I think everybody should do it. I really do. It gives you a really good mindset. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below what you thought. And if you have any suggestions for videos you want me to do, please let me know because I want to start getting up on this YouTube way more often and posting content. So if you guys have some recommendations or requests, let me know. And I look forward to making my next video. Thanks, guys, and remember to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at laurenwitt-fit9. Thanks, guys. Bye.